Everyone talks about how different life is since the internet and iPhones, but no one talks about how much better life is since banning indoor public smoking. To not expose his identity, Batman is either driving the Batmobile uninsured or is committing insurance fraud. Millions of people wake up at the exact same second from using their cell phone as an alarm clock. You never see commercials for new cereals. There are no new cereals. For some reason, cereal innovation ceased in the 90s. In Monopoly, if no one ever buys a property, everyone gets richer and no one loses. In the 30 years since Pulp Fiction was released, a milkshake has gone from ridiculously expensive to incredibly cheap. People are impressed by the uniqueness of snowflakes, but potatoes are equally unique and no one cares. Therapists and counselors know so many lonely people, all located in the same area, but can't introduce those lonely people to one another without violating patient confidentiality rules. Even if we would have gotten a letter from Hogwarts, our parents would have never believed it was real and let us travel to London to run against a wall. We never had a chance. It's likely that at least one person's Tinder date never showed up because they died first, but the person just thinks they got ghosted. Every jock, bully, or thug you've ever seen in a movie has actually just been a theater kid pretending to be one. Zombie fiction has yet to realize that coveralls plus leather gloves equals zombie-proof. Zombie teeth ain't getting through all that. Percentage tipping is weird because a customer buying a more expensive meal had nothing to do with the server. Vertical video went from being universally hated to the most popular form of video consumption. People who overthink often assume everyone is as smart as they are. Since spaceships aren't available to everyone yet, the golden age of piracy hasn't happened. You either come to realize what an idiot you used to be, or you remain as that idiot. Calling yourself an AI artist is almost exactly the same as calling yourself a cook for heating ready-made meals in a microwave. There are almost 7 billion smartphones in the world, and we have yet to see a truly unexplainable phenomenon caught on video. Handwritten assignments and in-person tests may become the norm again because of AI. The older you get, the longer Monopoly games last because all players become more fiscally responsible. It can often be more tiring to pretend to work than to work. Given how often wands are dropped in Harry Potter, it's surprising they don't have wrist straps fitted. There must have been adults complaining how soft kids were when they outlawed child labor. People who let their text show on their lock screen are the people who truly have nothing to hide. Openly saying you're 5'11" is an actual green flag. We're very fortunate that the muscles in our hearts don't get tired the same way the rest of our muscles do. We went from comfortably watching 4-minute-long commercial breaks to paying an extra $9.99 per month to skip ads which were already skippable after 3 seconds. It's crazy how we were able to map out the entire world in detail before ever seeing it from afar in space. "38 years of evolution, yet Windows still can't tell you what program is using the USB device you tried to eject." The increased popularity and acceptance of tattoos is definitely making it easier for cops to ID people. I've never seen an energetic person drinking energy drinks, and I've never seen someone who drinks energy drinks being energetic. The fact that Earth has almost 8 billion people and most of us struggle to find even 10 good friends doesn't bode well for a society that depends on each other. Cyclops' real superpower is his eyelids. They keep the lasers from going through humans. Grass has an interesting existence where it is forever encouraged to grow, but when it grows too much it gets cut down, and if it grows in the wrong place it gets straight up murdered. Somehow, after hundreds of years, we still have not found a way to successfully educate children without them experiencing extreme stress. The people who are out and about strolling in the city on weekday mornings without having to worry about work have won the game of life in our capitalist society. Instead of watching rich families be rich on reality TV, I'd much rather see the antics of a poor family that is given multi-generational amounts of wealth. You can simply step outside and stare at the sun for 2 minutes and blind yourself permanently. People feel less pain buying a $1,000 phone every couple years than buying a $1,000 fridge or TV every couple decades. Trees are so effective at creating shade because any sunlight that gets through is energy they're missing out on. You can basically violate any culture's cuisine by putting ketchup on it. We lock academically rigorous science journals behind paywalls while allowing misinformation to proliferate freely. It'd be outrageous if workers were expected to take stimulants to cope with the workday, but it's absolutely fine when they choose to drink them for the same reason. Everyone is against bullying, but they also routinely make fun of people online that they disagree with. Socks and shoes are kind of like carpet and floor, just attached to your feet instead of the ground. Thanks to Bluey, there's an entire generation of non-Aussie kids that will be using Aussie slang. There's a very real possibility that law enforcement and intelligence services might use deepfake technology to make it appear that members of a criminal organization are confessing or placing blame on the interrogated, thus placing urgency on and extracting real confessions from other members. Dinosaurs are cool and all, but the largest animal to ever roam the earth is a mammal that still exists in 2023. Sci-fi authors were always assuming we will get AI before we get proper synthesized human voice output. If you've made it to the end, thank you for watching. Comment below what your favorite AI-generated image was.